So in this video I'm going to show you a replacement of my water line from the curb stop to the house. So the curb stop is right here. It's where the that's the valve that turns it off between here and the water main, which is on the road. I'm not going to replace it from here to the road because that's a pretty expensive job. You have to turn off the water main and everything for the street, I think. So I'm gonna do it from here to the house, and this is in Ontario, and most are like this in Ontario. The valve looks similar. So here I have my locates for gas and stuff, fiber, whatever. So the water line right now comes down here, almost hits this gas line here, and then into the house back there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig it out farther this way. I'm gonna abandon the old line and I'm gonna go straight back. So you're gonna excavate it about 4 feet deep, maybe 5, below the frost line, obviously. The more northern you get, the deeper you have to go. This tree is gonna be a problem because of the roots. As you can see, there's a root right there from this tree, so that's gonna be a problem too. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through them all right, but I'm gonna try. And then yeah, I'm using 1-inch PEX. That is allowed. Anyone that tells you no to PEX is wrong. So fight for that one if they tell you no. I created a work order with my town's water company. So they're gonna come and hopefully, not all of them will do this, but supply me with my plumber with fittings and stuff to attach to the water main to the PEX. Then yeah, hopefully it's good. So I'll show the once the excavation is done. Also right now I'm gonna go show you in the house how the water pressure is. So one thing is, this may be 5/8 or 1/2 inch or whatever here to the curb stop, but to the curb stop to the house it is 5/8, I'm pretty sure, copper. And so you may think, oh well, if you don't replace from the main to the curb stop with 1 inch, then you're not going to get any advantages from the curb stop to the house. I've been told that if you have a big 1-inch line from the curb stop to the house and something smaller from the main, it acts as a water tank almost. So your volume will go up, your pressure may not go up that much, but volume is what we're actually looking for here, because you want to be able to run, I want to be able to run a bunch of different taps and a shower all at the same time. And I'll show you right now that can't really be done. So here's my tap, cold. Water pressure's pretty good. That's, you know, if the volume was there, the pressure would be fine, but the volume isn't there. So I'm gonna go turn the bathroom tap on. So yeah, again, it's not horrible even with another tap fully on, but definitely low amount of volume coming through. So I want to upgrade that, and that's why I'm doing this. So we'll see how it is once it's all done. So here I am. Front part isn't dug out yet. Back part's dug out. Pretty big trench. The worst things possible almost did happen, which is fine. I was kind of expecting it. The sewer got hit right here. Not a huge deal. I guess it's a pretty easy repair. That's the entrance. My foundation just had a hole in it, and the sewer came in right there, and the water line right beside it. You can't see this really, but I'll zoom in. That piece of wood right there, the water company for this town came and plugged the water line. The water line got hit by the excavator. The locates were wrong. The locates were actually for the sewer that went back this way and near that gas line and stuff. So water got hit, I'll show you the curb stop. The valve on it broke. It's not working. So the water company for the town is going to come and replace the curb stop. I don't know at what price. Maybe free. It is really old. I thought he was going to use a trencher, but he said the roots were too big here. Like, look at that one right there. I don't know how he's going to get it with this Mini X. We'll see. He might use a chainsaw. Here's the curb stop. So first, the bolt for the cover broke off, which is fine because it came off still. And then the valve shut off does not work at all. So that's going to be replaced. There's going to be a big 4-foot hole around this dug. And hopefully it's good from there. I'll let you know what happens. Here's where it comes in the basement. There's the sewer. Oh, there's my half-inch feed, which is totally wrong. This house is done totally wrong. Do not think this is done right at all. But so in here I'm gonna put this valve that attaches to the poly. I'm putting poly in, not PEX, sorry. This then converts to this piece, which is the half-inch right there. So that's gonna do that job just fine. Probably not to code, so don't follow me on that. I probably will get this inspected, so I'll let you know at the end of the video how everything goes and what I need changed. But yeah, that's what the basement's like. So here I am. I have the curb stop dug out and some of the trench done. Lots of roots in here. It's crazy. This used to be all roots too, if you can see all the side there. So what we're looking at here, my sewer is really damn close to my water, which is annoying. We did hit it, just barely, and that's patchable, so that's not bad. There's the curb stop. It is 4 feet from what I know. As you can see, it's leaking, probably because I was bending it around and stuff, digging under it. This is my galvanized line, 3/4 inch, I think, that goes to the house. And sadly, on the other side, we got a 3/4 inch or 5/8 inner diameter lead. So that's too bad, but that'll get replaced when the street gets redone next. So the water company is going to come by. They just came by to see what they needed. They're going to come back with the new curb stop and proper fittings. So far as I know, I don't think I'll be able to get this on camera, but far as I know, they are not going to turn off the water supply on this side. They're just going to screw it on with the water flying out of it. But I'll try to get a view of that and I'll let you know. So everything's gone pretty well with the curb stop change. There's the curb stop part. Now, I didn't really realize this, but the valve is separate from it. You put this over the valve. There's my 1-inch poly coupler on there. I'll go down to the hole. So they did do it as I thought they would. To save shutting off the whole street, they just took a pipe cutter, cut the lead, put the new valve on. They're just compression fittings. You tighten down those bolts and it locks onto the pipe. So that's a 3/4. And kind of sad, but I do have to go to 3/4 copper before I go to 1-inch poly. Now, from what I've been told, going 1-inch poly isn't a bad thing because it will act as a water tank, almost like from here to my house, and that's about 55 feet worth. So there will be better water volume with that. So here is the old galvanized. What a piece of garbage. That looks, the inner diameter of that looks like half an inch or less, probably about 3/8, half an inch, maybe. Yeah, it's garbage. There's my new one. Then I'm gonna attach the poly to that, and the water guy's just going to grab a coupling right now. Also, we're putting a 2x4 underneath that valve to support it whenever you work on it. So here it is, job's pretty much done. Just most of it's backfilled, but just waiting on a bit more, especially right here. Here's the line coming in up to the valve that is leaking right now. So it's not leaking bad, but I do have to get that fixed. I'm gonna get a plumber in. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. Anyways, I'll show you the water pressure. So here we are out front where the curb stop is. This is the new curb stop, nice and black and painted. Everything's filled in. Gonna have to do some landscaping, some seating. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll bring you inside and show you what's going on there. Here's where the trench is, right down here, and into the house. Right there. As I said, the sewer was fixed up and everything, so hopefully we're good to go forever. As long as I care, at least. Total cost as of right now, I have not got a bill from the water service in town, the water company. I have been told by someone else it was free. I didn't ask them, they didn't notify me any charges, so I think the whole curb stop and fittings for that install were free. It only took them about half an hour, so that's good. So right now I'm sitting at about $700 for the excavation and pipe and small amount of hardware and stuff. So I think that's pretty good. It was a 55-foot run, but I used a lot more pipe than that, or I got shorted on the pipe or something, which doesn't matter because it was going to be hard to sell it after anyway. So yeah, I'll bring it in the house and show you all the pressure. Another thing, here's the old pipe. I was wrong, it's not galvanized, it's actually lead. This is heavy as hell. This little section here is really heavy. But yeah, that's what it looks like inside, and the diameter was pretty low, pretty small. So if you remember the pressure before, you can scroll back in the video to compare. I shouldn't say pressure, I should say volume, because that's what matters in this situation. I'm going to turn all of them on cold, and then I'm going to flush a toilet also. So there's 2 taps, a shower, and a toilet. A bit of a drop there. A bit, but not much. Once I turned the shower on, that was. Flush toilet. Another very small drop. The pressure's amazing, or the volume is amazing. The change is crazy. Before, when I, as you saw, any 2 appliances, any 2 taps at once, it would cut the volume in half. Now, barely even notice it. Anyways, that's it. I may, if the road ever gets done in front of my house, I may do another video on how much pressure and volume I gain once they replace the lead pipe from the curb stop to the water main. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm really happy with the job that was done and how well it works.